Hey guys, I'm Nick from VRG here again with the second video update that I'm going to post. This one focuses more on vehicle customization and all that sort of stuff. First I'm just going to show you the Blue 4 spawn, then we'll jump over and we'll have a look at the vehicle customization that I've got set up so far. So you can see here I'm at the Western Blue 4 spawn. But I've already got a profile set up, so it'll actually put me over at the airfield where the civilian spawn is. So yeah, because I've already got to save data for that side. So here we are. This is the civilian spawn. These are all vehicles that I've already put in the server, like already been saved into the database. So yeah, they aren't part. They're just loaded up. So yeah, let's go have a look. So we've got all the ArmA there, the little birds, which are very customizable, which I'll show you very shortly. Civilian Mohawk, the Ghost Hawks, you know, the KO60. I think we're going to go over and move the Comanche because this helipad here is where you customize the vehicles. And my joystick, for some reason, it always leans off. It's been leaning off to the left side lately, so I apologise for my horrible flying of the Comanche. I'm going to have to fight my joystick to keep it level, so yeah, just kind of ignore that. But yes, the customization is actually quite nice. I'm really impressed with it. I didn't think it would be this easy. It's all default stuff, but it's sort of big. It's in the game by default, but the only way to access it is through scripts. So basically we're getting interactive, adding all this great stuff into our scripts to get access to customized vehicles with. So this little bird at the front is a cop little bird. As you can see, it's got the FLIR camera and all that sort of stuff. And as you can see, when vehicles and little birds unlock, the side skids come down. When they lock, they go back up. There's the CCTV camera. I'm going to put picture-in-picture on that so that you can actually look at through the FLIR camera. Yeah, so you can actually look through that, which I reckon could be quite nice. This is the little bird variant, the default little bird variant. And you see when I unlock it, the skids come down. Then I get in as the pilot, and then we'll move it over to the helipad so that we can have a look. And again, my joystick leans off to one side, so I apologise for my flying. It's probably horrible. And then on top of that, I don't like flying a little bird. It's too touchy for me. I'd rather fly a heavier chopper like the Mojang or Ghost Hawk or anything with it. Little bird's not my favourite helicopter in the game. So we'll just bring it over and we'll try the best I can to land on the helipad, but you can see I overshoot because my joystick leans over one side, and then I overcorrect, and I think in the end they decide to go down instead of going in the middle. Alright, so I just turn the engines off, and then as you can see I will move around, and then I'll just go mouse wheel, customize vehicle. Yeah, and then we've got all these different skins that we can choose from. This is for the little bird. Each helicopter or vehicle has their default different stuff. There's the wasp texture, we've got the shadow texture, we've got all different sorts of things that we can choose from. The default that it spawns, the default for civilians that it spawns with is civilian red. The default for Blue 4 is the cop one, which is here, and all that sort of stuff. So we've got different. When you buy a little bird, it comes differently depending on what faction your character is. So I'm going to go back to civilian red, which is the default for the little bird. I'll jump out, and I think that I would go over to the Blue 4 spawn now so that we can have a look at the Blue 4 stuff. I think I do it there. I'll show you the vehicle pickup thing from the BTC cargo script that I mentioned before. This is the Mojang, obviously, and this can be used to lift basically any vehicle in the game. Just wait for it to spool up, and I pick up the SUV and take it over to the cop spawn. There is a picture-in-picture camera, so that it looks directly down when you're trying to airlift something, but I don't like it very much. I'll keep it in, obviously, because why not? But yeah, I don't use it, but it's there in case you want it. So I just hover over the SUV. We get the lift option, so it's connected, and then I'll just fly it over for a bit. Because here I'm deciding where I want to take it, and then I decide I'll just take it over to the Blue Force store and go on there anyway. Paychecks, I'll talk about them. They occur every 5 minutes. They are dependent on what licenses you have. Certain licenses that you buy will earn you an increased paycheck. I know that for all factions except civilian, SWAT training increases your paycheck by $100. Default paycheck is $100, and then each faction has 4 licenses that affect the paycheck. Each license increases it by $100, making the maximum paycheck you can get $500. So yeah, that's how that works. And then we can release the vehicle. The BTC cargo, the logistics script also has rappelling. I'm not sure how that works yet. I haven't fully tested it. I remember it was a feature in ArmA 2, and I didn't even know how to use it. I couldn't even figure out how to use it then. It's probably something really easy that I've just overlooked, but yeah. So this is the Blue Force spawn on the airfield. Over here we've got the air shop and the vehicle shop for Blue Force. But first we go, we have a look at the thingos. As you can see, there's the pictures there again with all the aircraft. I think, no, we don't. We we buy, I think I buy an artillery piece here, a M4. No, I go in and go inside the spawn and get licenses. Yes, that's it. So around this corner, in here is where you'll spawn by default if you choose the eastern civilian spawn instead of the western. Then in here we've got the weapon shop, clothes shop, licenses, ATM, all that sort of stuff. I do plan on making an actual licenses shop where you can actually just buy the licenses instead of it being a mouse wheel option. I might do that, or I'll make it so that the licenses get removed from this option when you buy them. And as you saw there, when I tried to buy 2 of the licenses, it said this requires SWAT training. Certain licenses like ArmA training, artillery, pilot licenses, all that sort of stuff require SWAT training. Then over here we've got the weapons store. So we just open up the weapons store. This is what we've got for Blue 4. It's the same option obviously as Op 4. They've all got the same type of shop. And as you can see, the number increases and decreases depending on how many you have. I think I'm just going to buy a Night Stalker scope here just to show buying optics. Yep, so I've brought an optic and then go over into the ammo box and we have a Night Stalker scope. We put that on, and just to show that it is, obviously a Night Stalker scope, we can have a look. This scope is extremely overpowered, that's why it costs so much. It's $2,000. Yeah, but I think that's it. Yes, with the cargo strip you can't move. That's just what'll happen with objects. With every object you'll get an option to move it around, except with the ones at base you won't be able to move them around because they've got to stay there. This is the clothing shop. I really like the pictures that come up. It looks really nice, so I buy a ghillie suit. Then here I spend about 5 minutes moving, well, not 5 minutes, but moving stuff into my carry, my strap thingy, and then another 5 minutes trying to figure out where the ghillie suit goes. I was pretty certain it went on there, but I got confused. I confused myself because I'm good at that. Alright, so now I've got the ghillie suit on, you can see. Just lay down, still camo even though I've got the carry case on. But looks quite nice. And then out here we buy a M4 Scorcher artillery piece, just because I like artillery. Again, we've got the arrow showing where it spawns. That happens all the time. And then boom, we have an M4 Scorcher. I think I get in just to shoot it once because I can't help myself. Artillery, you gotta love it. this is, alright, in my opinion, this is the best tank that's in ArmA 3 at the moment, the M4 Scorcher. It's a really nice tank. Yeah, we go to the air store, and I think that we go through the list a bit, and then we end up buying a UH-80 Ghost Hawk, and then I'll run over to the spawn, and yeah. Alright, so now we can see that the arrow is over there, meaning it spawns over there. I wanted to make it inside, but then jets, it's already cluttered inside the spawn, and then of course on top of that, you can't really get a jet out of the spawn gate. So I thought it would just be easier to chuck it out there at the hangars, and it doesn't work out that bad, it's not that far away. So yeah, from here on it's just me talking. Tomorrow I'm going to try and just do an update, with the base building a bit. It all depends on whether I get the object shop where you'll buy objects from. It all depends if I get that done. And on top of that, I'll put in the player menu when that's finished. Again, it depends on if I finish that, because there's a lot of options you can do with that. I'll tell you some of the features while I'm here. You can drop a certain amount of money. You can you can give money to players that are to any player that's within 10 meters. You can check your licenses that you own. You can check the vehicles that you own, and you can see their lock status, if they're locked or unlocked. So you can tell if it's been stolen or anything, because if you locked it and it's unlocked, then obviously it's been picklocked and stolen, so you can go try and hunt it down. I'm debating on whether to let you remote lock vehicles from the player menu from within like 50 meters away. I'm just not sure about that feature yet. So yeah, there's still a lot of things I've got to do. I'm going to make convoys and all that sort of stuff, so that I'm just trying to make it so there's as much to do as possible. I don't want it to be boring, because if it's boring, then people won't play it. If people won't play it, then I've put all this effort to waste. Alright, so I'm gonna jump. This is where the film ends. I might upload another video tomorrow, possibly. Again, as I said, it all depends on what I get done between now and then. Alright, so this is Nick from VRG. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you on the server. See ya.